Welcome guys back to another episode of Let's Build a Moba. Now, today we're going to be spawning objects through the server, and then we're also going to do finish off our effect system. I've already got the scripts that you want, or the changes. I was just thinking about how I was going to do it, and it was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, so I just was playing around with it, and that's all you need. So just basically I'll go through it with you. There's two new RPC calls we're going to do. We're going to have one called spawn object server, and then we're going to spawn objects. So what happens is, whenever you want to spawn an object, yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, wait. What was I doing it? Change character. Because you should never call. So basically, what happens is you never call change character. You always call it to the server. Then the server will call it to everyone else. What this means is there's a few reasons, and it will be if you guys want to add more protection. You can do things like sending special IDs through here and stuff like that. So you can actually check IDs and stuff, and that will allow you to protect hacking and stuff. So people can't just hack in an object and stuff like that. You can do a bunch of other little checks, and this basically just adds support for you to be able to continue on and add more complexity, I guess, to it. And it means that all things has to be run through the server instead of running through the client. So that the client doesn't call out to everyone, the server calls out to everyone. So we check if your peer type is equal to server, and you require a path, a location, and a rotation. A location and a rotation. So I'm just going to explain the thing once I go through here. Sorry. So how it works is, apparently my Outlook settings are out of date. So a few things you notice here is that we're just doing an env to RPC call, like everything else, and we're passing it as parameters. We're passing a path, a location, and a rotation. This is useful for a few things, but the main use this is going to be useful for is obviously the path. Since we can't send game objects through RPCs, we rather send the path to that game object, and then the computer will go and load that game object from the resources folder. So I will just quickly show you. Here we're going to have a new folder called prefabs. So you can put all your prefabs in here, and then that will allow the object to spawn them when they wish. And then how we instantiate it is we instantiate it. We instantiate the object, and we instantiate it at the location and the rotation. The reason, make sure this isn't all buffered, this is just all, because buffered would mean that whenever someone would rejoin, all the objects would respawn again, and you don't want that to happen. You want, we'll just send the data of what's happened with all the people. We're actually not going to handle disconnecting in this series. I'm sorry about that. I've decided that we're not going to handle disconnecting, because then we'd need to resend data. So it means if someone does disconnect and reconnect, they won't get the latest version, and it may even muck it up. So that is just something to remember. If you do want to add it, it's not that hard. It's just when you join in, you're just resending them a copy of your game. It's actually not that difficult. A lot of the time it isn't. So just keep that in mind. Anyway. By the way, the spawn object is really great because it means that we can spawn objects. For example, we can have a script that spawns minions and they can spawn objects. It means that we can have spells that spawn objects, items, whatever. It doesn't really matter. We just cut a path, a location, and rotation. Very, very simple. Now let's continue on to what we're doing before the buff system. I don't know. I think we ditched that out of mesh, but oh well, we'll keep it there. Did we? I think we did. Oh well. We got this. I can't actually remember. How's our buff system working? Where is it? What did we write? Ah, here we go. Yeah, that's what we want. Now we want to display them. So how we're going to do that is we're going to have a scene view. Turn off the shop. Okay, here we go. And how we're going to do is we're going to have our buff, and where are we going to have our buffs? How about we have them like right here? No, that's going to be not what we want. We can probably do it here. Maybe we had it. No, we didn't. Okay, we'll import our buff system. Create empty. Buffs. Let's go effects. We'll put it here. And then in here we're gonna have a new panel, and this is gonna contain a layout. I'm gonna horizontally lay them out. Panel. We're not gonna stretch it. It's gonna have a layout element, and it's gonna have a min of 100. I hate how these things mark it up. See, it's still really big. Some days you just want to auto scale it for you. See, it keeps it. So what we do is we have a preferred of 100 instead of this. And we do that as we flexible, I think. That's the problem. Is that we don't want it to be flexible, but we still do in a way. We're gonna say 50. That should be fine. And then the panel is going to be full. And then you know we don't want full, we want like 100. You go, what do you mean by this? And then what we do is we do something called field. Do you see what I'm saying? That's how it works. So it starts here and then slowly ticks down. And I think we're gonna start from top. Maybe right. No, left. No. Maybe we want top. That's what we want. See, that's what we want. See, there we go. Very simple. And you go, oh, can we do that for the same for the spells? Yes, we can if you want. 100 by. We're going to preserve as aspect. That's why I don't really like it that way. I'll make the 0, 0 and make the height 50. And then we can pull these up. Like this, there we go. And we're gonna set. That should be good. And yes, you can do multiple things such as radial 90 degrees, and that means it's kind of got that. It's almost got like a big kind of thing. 180 kind of. You can see what it is. See how it kind of almost does like a 180 there, and then you get horizontal, vertical, and what we want the radial. We want stuff from the top, and we don't want it to be clockwise, and that will make it go that way. That's what we want. There we go. Very, very simple. Other than that, these stupid abilities aren't right. There we go. So that's it. I'm pretty happy with this actually. Even though it's preferred, it should scale. It scales okay. It's not great scaling, but it's decent. I'm happy with this. Okay. Now you go, wait, what do you mean by this? And then what we do is, then there's a child of this, and this is actually where we have our image. Yes. I'm gonna make it 50 by 50. We make it scale. I think we want it this way. Oh, my dog. Then we want a sorry about that. Let's make it right. Damn it. That's what we want. And then we're going to field, radial, as I said, top. And see what I'm saying? So you can't get that. And then this image, we'll just place one in there. So let's say you're burning. It looks like this. Then over time it fills out like this. It's a little light, but I mean you can definitely see it. If we want, we can kind of like make it like, I mean you kind of really can't do much about it. It's not this, and then it needs to start ticking. There we go, that's good. Buff display. So the buff display is only visual. So just keep that in mind. And there's a few things it'll have. It'll have a, I call it buff, but it doesn't really matter. I probably should call it effect display, but oh well. Effect is what we want. This is going to be called our effect to display. Alright. So when we create this object, we're going to have a, we probably also want like obviously a public game object called effect. Prefab. So when I hit an enemy, I call on them and say spawn an object or spawn a effect. So under the network, there's going to be a probably we could just have an effect system. Alright, actually no, let me just check. When I go into scenes and I go into 0, which is the one with, no, that's not what I'm looking for. 1, I just have this as my own script manager, and that carries on to 2, in which is actually scripts and is contained. And this has got the monster move script. I understand now. So for some reason it's really laggy here, but well. For some reason it's really weird. For some reason having that open really slows things down. That's really weird. Oh, who cares? Okay, stats copy.
Do you need the internet?
No. Okay, so, let me find my stats. How am I doing this? I see some applying effects. So much need for me to do this. I may just go network and check whether or not you're only applying the effects. Why don't I apply effects here? I need that here, I guess. We need a few new RPCs. Apply, void, apply damage. So we actually need a string for the game object name. And I believe we always apply damage in float, so we might as well do that. So even if it's over time, yes, we're gonna do it this way. It's gonna require a lot of redoing. So I may right now just kind of push that to the side, just for the effect of displaying this episode. And then next episode I will redo a lot of the effect system and the stat system and make it so it's compatible over the server. Today we're just gonna do this. Void update. Public image. Public image, and we're going to call this image, and then start fill origin. Is that right? No, we need to fill mount. It's equal to the normally this is where it sucks, because normally you could do something like that if you were running C++, and then you'd actually get a reference or a pointer, right? But here we're not getting a pointer or anything like that, so it means that now we're stuck with actually having to... Can we still point? You probably can't do pointers. Maybe. I've never tried pointers in this. I believe it's that. You can do pointers. That's interesting. Now, for some people going, well, what are pointers? Pointers don't hold a copy, rather they just point to the address. So it means this will update. So if I change the duration here, the duration for this one will update because it just points to the address. That's going to change things a lot. Pointers are cool. If effect to display effect duration is equal to -2, then image.fill mount is equal to 3 to 1. Else, so what we're going to do here, because we minus to the duration, that means the duration, we still want to hold like the actual full duration. So the public float effect full duration, because otherwise we're not going to get, because we actually need a full duration as a percentage. Do you get what I'm saying? So it doesn't really change anything whatsoever. We just need a full duration. Weirdly enough, we don't actually have this hidden. This should be empty one. It should not be this. We want a float for duration. A float for damage flat. Floats for damage percentage. A stats.stat for effect. For stat affecting, and an image for image. So we go full duration, no, full duration is good duration, duration. Effect percentage goes percentage. Stat affecting, and effect image equals image. There you go, very simple. So some of you may be confused what the pointer is. So this means I'm going to try to explain it in a better way. So as you guys know, there's a few different types of variables, but in C++ and now maybe even apparently C#, I didn't know. I felt it wasn't possible, right? But obviously, as you can see, it is. You can use pointers, and pointers are great. They're also very problematic, but they're also really, really good. I'm really amazed. Cannot take the address of, get the size of, or declare pointer to a managed type. That should be fine. I don't see much problem. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna look like it. see. Oh, internet's gone. GG. Anyway, I was expecting to be able to do that. You should be able to do it. Maybe its effect is public. Oh, and its effect is managed. So if it was a public, maybe float, it's fine for it. Oh, here we go. May only be used in an unsafe context. Yeah, okay, so we really shouldn't be using it. That sucks. Oh well. There's other things you can do in obviously C#, such as and signs, which means, or is it and signs here? I haven't done C# in like, no, it's and signs after that, ands and ors and stuff. So it sucks that can't do what you want to do. Since we're only affecting duration, then what we can do is we can go effect to display dot effect duration. Minus good time dot delta time. I know it's like annoying that we have to do it this way, but it's just what we're doing. Pointers are going to be faster because it's only to the address, so it was not only a slight speed increase, but it was also a cool little thing. I'm sad that I can't do that. Yeah, so we want the effect to display dot effect full duration. No, that's the wrong way around. Duration divided by the effect full duration. So that's going to give me a percentage, and that's what we want. Okay. Then also image equals effect to display dot image. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So, how do we get the image? Well, it's just going to be this, and then this is something different. This is going to be a get child. So what we do is on void awake, or more void start. So when the script actually runs, or well, this class like runs, wherever. When this class is created, doesn't really matter. You get image equals get component in children of the image, and then image fill, and then we want another public image called image. Here we go. So we're just going to show off a little bit. We're going to have, obviously these will be created as soon as it starts. We have the full duration equal to 10, the duration equal to 10, obviously. These things don't matter. The only thing that matters is the image. Sorry, that should not be image. Don't know why I made image. It should be sprite. Where is this bug? Here. Dot image. Dot sprite. There we go. That should fix the error. Sometimes you have to override it. No. Okay, that's fine. And here we go. Let's say it's going to be this one. There we go. Okay, we've got errors, that's fine. Audio opens in such an instance. Oh. It should be moving. If effect to display the effect duration is less than or equal to 0, and its effect display the effect duration is greater than -2, then destroy this. Okay, it's gonna destroy it. There we go. Very simple. It should be working. How do we calculate this? Guys, get a calculator, please. Is that really that hard? Holy cow. It's only because apparently for some reason things isn't working. Oh, they finally got hexadecimals. Yay, this is cool. So I'm like really happy now because I know they did a bunch of things. Guys, we do standard. Anyway, so looking here, what we want is let's say effect duration is 5 and we're dividing that by 10. 0.5, that should work. The fill amount should be equal to 0.5, which should give us what we want. Oh, it's not getting it what you want. Equals this dot get component children, maybe. Oh, okay. Sometimes it does things like this, equals get components children of image. We'll just do it this way. Doesn't matter, and then we go image is equal to images 0 and images 1. Do you see it ticking? I know it's like really faint, but you can still see it ticking. That's perfect. I want to be like this faint. It's still like really faint. Do we even just like do it like full? Maybe it's because it's not white. We can make it bigger. Maybe it's the image. I think if we get something like this, then we make it filled. It's like still not big enough. I don't know. And we'll give it a go. That is quite cool. Also, it's saying the image is not what I want. That's wrong. The image fill is wrong way around. Darn it. So image fill is the one that was wrong way around. So just switch those around. That's wrong. Is that right? Image fill. No, image fill is the right one. Yeah, no. This is very right. Image fill should be this one. No. Image fill is the one we're filling out. Image, right? This is it. Look. Yeah, image fill is the one that we're filling our sprite with. So that should be this one. Alright. For some reason when we're doing that, it doesn't actually have... Oh. I see what I did. That's stupid. Change them all. That's exactly what I want. Now let's make it a bit lighter so we can actually see through it. Maybe 50%, so like 120, 122. And then, I don't know, I don't really want to give it much. I just want to make it like as bright. I still want it to be like seeable, that's the problem. I think that's really quite good. And it's gone. That's perfect. It's exactly what you wanted. You couldn't ask for anything more. Oh, you probably could. On run startup. If started up. This means it's going to be run quite smoothly. So how it's going to work now is that when you spawn an object, it gets buff display, you fill in the effect, and then what you do is, I'll show you what happens if we make it -2, like this. There we go. So what's going to happen here is you'll set up your ability like this, and then you should get a very, very nice thing. So it means it will just constantly stay there and won't ever move, which is quite good. So it means that you can set up your ability, do whatever you want, and then it will run. But once it hasn't run, it won't actually run until you press the start up. Because of that, we're actually going to translate to true. And then on just now, run startup. It destroyed it instantly because it was less than or equal to 0, and it was... Oh, it's not. Oh wait, it should be better. It's only because I'm not inspired properly. If we do that, that fixes it, and it should be running forever. There we go, that's exactly what you wanted. I will need to change this here. Where's the... And the effect duration is greater than -2. Oh no, we just want greater than... There we go. Yeah, we don't want equal to. That should fix it. Now we'll just get a blank spot, of course, but that's fine. Oh, because we're not running startup, that's why. Regardless, who cares? We've got that. Hopefully that's good. We've done a lot this episode. We've done a decent amount. Pretty proud. We're going to be working a lot more on the next episode, getting our stat system up and running properly. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. And if you want more, I guess you can subscribe. And if you have any problems, just comment in the section below. If that made sense. Anyway, see you guys next time.